Good morning. This is James from Drone Deer Services, and I was thinking that I would put together a number of short videos, kind of showing folks different things about what I call the best part of America. So, this is a series that I'm going to call Main Street America, and my first kind of official video, and I will put the Macomb video in this playlist as well. But my first official video will be of Van Buren, Ohio. Van Buren was laid out in 1833 and it was named after President Martin Van Buren. Martin Van Buren was born in New York State. Not sure the reason why we wanted to name it Van Buren, other than it was the president. But that's what the group of people that started the community wanted to do, and that's fine. There was a original schoolhouse that was built here for Allen Township, and we're kind of north of Findlay, Ohio, and south of Toledo, Ohio. And in this shot here, I'm going up a kind of a dammed off rocky creek, and it's turned into kind of an impoundment or a dammed off lake. You'll see here a recreational vehicle campsite kind of thing, private on the right, and it I think there's some state operated campsites as well, but kind of a nice place to get away for the weekend. A lot of folks in northern Ohio, northwestern Ohio, what they'll do is they'll find campgrounds that have amenities that they need or like, and it's a short drive, and they'll just put their recreational vehicle there for the majority of the summer. So this particular campground has kind of a swimming pond, as you can see there. It's right along the larger Van Buren State Park kind of flooded lake. And then the Ohio DNR also has or Ohio State Park has a kind of an office here. It's kind of a barn looking thing. But there to the west is the village or town of Van Buren, and we'll get a little bit closer look there. Right now we're coming up on the high school, and you'll see a track, a football field, baseball diamonds. Small town America, kind of how things are here. Van Buren, according to Wikipedia, has about 360 people in the immediate town. I'm not sure of the accuracy of that. I'm just saying that that's what Wikipedia has. But in my Main Street America series, I'm not going to, kind of zoom in on people. I want to respect their privacy, and I will do that. And here, as I kind of go across the campus for the high school, and this particular layout is going to be K through 12. So in a lot of small towns in Ohio, and elsewhere, all the school children are kind of like centrally located, and kind of a campus, and that does a lot of things, as far as resources and how things can be done. Here as I pan to the southwest and come over the school, a lot of updates happened at Van Buren School over the years, but this is kind of serves the community. 300 people in the town, but I imagine this school pulls from miles away to get kids into the building. And as I fly around, you'll kind of see the kind of layout of the town, which is kind of a concentrated deal, but then the surrounding community, which is farm ground and developments that were kind of built out of farm ground. But there's up in the upper left is a pond under construction. I'm not sure they're going to put a home in there or there's already a home back in there. But like I said, as I try to respect people's privacy, and I just want to get folks a flavor of, kind of, how the houses are, new, old, yards, well kept, not well kept. And that main street there is actually Main Street of Van Buren, Ohio. Got a pretty cool post office, and I was debating on putting still photographs in or not, but decided against it. Pretty cool post office, pretty cool Veterans Memorial, and here as I fly over town, kind of a thing. I didn't want to really lower the Mavic 3T down to the 10-foot level to disturb people and show you the post office or the kind of small but meaningful Veterans Memorial. As like Macomb, there are churches in this community, schools, athletic fields, kind of, we'll say that's Main Street America. So as I look here, I'm looking to the northeast, and I'll fly over the town, kind of give you the example of the layout. What happens here in northwest Ohio? It's pretty flat. I think it's called the Central Plains area. Specifically as far as geography, it's very flat. Um, Michigan's to the north, and the Great Lakes. But this part of Ohio is some pretty good farm ground. The kind of feature, the geological feature would be dolomitic limestone is very near the surface here. So you go down about 4 or 5 feet generally, and you'll hit limestone, just massive amounts of limestone. There's a lot of limestone quarry in the area, and it kind of propelled this particular part of Ohio as far as the mining of or quarry operations of the mine. Here I'm kind of flying over the recreational vehicle park, the campground. You'll see a pool coming up. Looks like it's kidney shaped. They had a dog park that was prior to this. Kind of a separation line this county road and that home that are down there to the lower left. As I fly up the county road, a lot of the roads in this particular area might be TR for township road, CR for county road. This particular town of Van Buren is in Hancock County, and this is kind of a shot of the homes that are not within the, I would call them, town limits, and we increase the acreage, we probably increase the square footage. I'm going to fly over the build out here of a ball field. This is kind of that clover approach, and you can see it from the air, but kind of the scores area is in the center. Then you have 4 baseball diamonds kind of out from that. It looks like a clover. And then also in this shot is local soccer fields cohabitating with baseball or softball fields. So that's pretty cool. And kind of as I continue to travel northeast, I'm going to do a flyover of a cemetery, respect those folks. I won't zoom in or anything, just to kind of give you a glimpse of what that looks like. Generally speaking, in this particular area, the local churches will have land, and they'll have cemeteries for the parishioners or the folks that attend the church. This is just a shot of, an ag field and some homes. That green field down below there is most likely winter wheat, and looks like manicured grass. And then these other fields will rotate in soybean, corn, and wheat. So the farmer makes the decision and then plants the appropriate crop. This part of Ohio is set up for no-till farming. They try to disturb the ground as little as possible. Coming up here on kind of a horse farm setup, that's very close to the state park, and Van Buren State Park is here. It kind of surrounds the dammed up creek and kind of an impoundment thing. And as I pivot to the southwest, some nice homes will kind of give you a flavor. Folks have built some, we can call them estates. The estate in the background there is pretty nice. Has a nice pond, and that's a lot of ponds in this area that are built because the limestone's so close to the surface. We can do that kind of stuff. But here I rotate and I go back to the flooded lake portion of Van Buren State Park, and you can kind of see how this is laid out. It's just kind of a long flooded area. There's recreation for unpowered or non-powered watercraft, and also they allow electric motors. So it'll be quiet. No jet skis, no high performance boats. The DNR lists that there's catfish here, panfish, which generally include bluegill, sunfish, crappie. Doesn't give any kind of indication of what the numbers look like. But I'm kind of flying back towards the high school now, up the lake, so you can get a flavor of both sides, and kind of wanting to go through that with you. I'm going to spin around here, and this I'm heading west. It's a pretty cool looking sunset. I'm going to spin around Ag Field, State Park. And what I wanted to make sure that you understood was that it's an earthen dam. So in the center of the shot here, where the water ends or meets the shore, the dam is made out of earth. So I spun around. I wanted to kind of give you a look at the opposite end of the lake as we fly back over it. Some of the closeness of the roadways to the lake. A lot of trails here, a lot of good walking trails. Just a lot of playgrounds, and just a nice small state park in Ohio. Very close to some population, so people can recreate. I enjoyed my time there. There in the background is kind of an area. There's equestrian trails, but folks are allowed to walk on those as well. And as I spin around to return back to my launch site, I hope you enjoy this. Drone Deer Services is looking to expand and expose folks to things that they might not know about. We're looking to help people in various ways. Just give us an email and we'll get back to you. I can help you maybe if you have questions about drones or rural America or hunting or wildlife photography. It's a cool shot with just like the different budding and leafing and flowering of the trees in the Midwest as I return to the launch site, the landing pad, and land the Mavic 3T. Hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe, and we'll get back to you. Thanks.